Hey everybody, welcome to Dungeons & Dragons Monday Night Mayhem! Woo! What's up everybody? My name is Jeff from Super Geeked Up. Thank you so much for joining us. Very special thanks. If there's anyone from either Fan Expo Canada or Dragon Con who are tuning into the first time, we'll talk a little bit more about that later. We play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition every Monday night here, and we stream it live. And what's cool is that we get you guys to either comment on YouTube or tweet along at Super Geeked Up, and we love hearing from you, and that your comments influence what happens in the game, so that's always fun. So just a second, we're going to introduce everybody and what characters we're playing, and but you've never seen this. This is Roll20, which is a cool site where you can play a whole bunch of different role-playing games you're seeing on your screen. On the right-hand side of your screen is where you're going to see all the actual, and you guys can go ahead and do that right now, some rolls. Different rolls that, like, even if rolling the different sided dice, you're going to see that on the side there, and the different attacks and spells and all that cool stuff like you're seeing these guys do. So a little different today, I know. So most of the folks here you are seeing on the lower left of your screen. I'm on the lower right of your screen because my computer's a little funky today, so sorry about that. But and I want to be away from these guys because they're weird. I'm just kidding. All right, anyway, so yeah, like I said, my name is Jeff. I'm playing Kalyna. She is a half-elf rogue. So she is sexy, sneaky, and I know we should forget the last
Slinky.
one.
Slinky.
Oh, there she is. Look at that. Okay. Hey, don't show too much of the bio, though. Although, actually, you know what? I don't know why I said that. You can actually read the whole bio. Just go to
It basically reads like 50 Shades of Grey.
The bio doesn't. It's the side story stuff afterwards that does.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, anyway, yeah, if you go to supergeekedup.com and you go to the D&D tab, we actually put our character bios and other information and spells and all that good stuff in a character sheet. You can read all about that, get a lot of extra info. And our awesome DM has also put synopses for all the different adventures, so you can read those and catch up on all that stuff. And last week's is up there now as well, so you can catch up on all that. Let me introduce the other folks here. Trip is playing Finn.
Right. Hi, everybody. And if you are watching from Dragon Con, that's where I am right now. I play Finn, a wood elf druid. I'm following the Circle of the Moon path. I like to make inappropriate jokes. I appear to have become somewhat greedy and a little bit of a business man, which I know might be unique for a druid, but, you know, why not? Anyway, of course, animals are my best friends besides my companions. And my little tag right now is what happens in the barn stays in the barn.
Awesome. And let's go to Nate, who's playing Tulthus.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Oh, man, let me go ahead and get over to the bio. As you can see, he is a lovely little warforged who is ready for battle, not only being dutiful, honor-bound, and obedient to all those he serves, loved and paid, because he earned it. If, you know, scorned to any side jobs. And he has happened upon this lovely little group that has now been transferred all the way to Flamekeep in Frame. That's exciting.
Oh, yeah.
It is exciting. All right. Thank you, sir. We have, so our other player, Ekemon, played by Brad. Unfortunately, can't be here today. So, but you can show him maybe real quick there, Nate, if you want to bring his character.
Of course.
So there he is. Oh, look at what a lovely fellow he looks like, huh? Ladies,
a true adventurer.
Get excited, ladies. All right.
Oh, yeah, he's horny. He's horny.
All right.
Sorry.
So anyway, that's our fourth character. And, oh, there he is. Look, he's on the map. And you can go back to the roll tab. Thank you very much, sir. All right. And as you're seeing these characters appear here, these are drawings by the awesome Brent Hibbard, who's a really cool artist I got to work with. I'm going to be working on my new graphic novel as well, so thank you very much, Brent. BrentHibbard.blogspot.com, I believe is his site. And there you go. You can actually get a link to him right on our site as well. All right, let's hang it over to our Dungeon Master, Somnus.
Hey, gang! For those of you who missed our last episode, the heroes fought an epic battle on top of the lightning rail as it sped along the countryside headed for Flamekeep. The group is finally in possession of the full, complete demonic tome that they've been looking for months to try to collect all the pieces. Now, they have the opportunity to destroy the thing, keeping it forever out of the hands of the vampire that wants it. Naturally, the vampire was not taking kindly to this notion, and has apparently allied with the Order of the Emerald Claw and the Blood of Vol. Troops from both of those organizations were dropping from ropes from a hovering airship onto the lightning rail in attempt to ambush the party and steal back the book. Kalyna and Finn raced across the top of the lightning rail to battle the forces on top, while Ekemon and Tulthus ran through the cars beneath them, and were surprised when two vampires burst through the windows into the car to attack them.
That was fun.
So, thankfully, the party emerged victorious. The group fighting the vampires got a little bit of help at the last moment from Captain Nora Drozen of the Knights of Thrain, also a paladin of the Silver Flame. And after discussing their mission and why they were heading to Flamekeep, she has offered to help get them in to speak with one of the High Cardinals. Thrain being a theocracy, it's the church that rules the state. And so they stopped at the Jolly Tin Cup, an inn and tavern in Flamekeep, to stay overnight and to wait for Captain Drozen to come back for them in the morning. And that's where we pick up. At this point, Ekemon is looking outside and kind of looks over to you guys and is like, take the book. I'm not walking in there. I mean, for all I know, I might burst into flames just for stepping across the threshold. I'm not into that. So
Ekemon, you're sure you don't want to summon a demon with this book before we throw it in the flames so you can see if they can give you information, you know, about the other demons?
No, I'm good.
Okay, yeah,
really, I'm
joking. I'm joking, Ekemon. I definitely don't think we should summon a demon. Oh, okay.
Well, so why don't we, Tulthus, you have the bag of holding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Want to toss it in there?
Simple.
Maybe safely and not like rummaging around, you know, with other things.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's missing some pages again.
Hey guys,
where did they go?
Do books normally bleed?
Oh,
Is there anything like the Necronomicon games?
ew. Well, that's true. Yep.
But yes, Tulthus has no qualms with putting a book in there. The bag only weighs 13 pounds, so...
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So have we already slept overnight, or are we just still in the...
this is in the morning, so
Okay.
kind of waiting on... you go down, get some breakfast. It's good food.
Sounds great.
Little spicier than you're used to, but not bad overall.
Excellent. I give everybody here your daily ration of good berries, each of you. So just make sure you all have 10 good berries on you.
All right, thanks.
Absolutely.
Again, it's Tulthus shoves them all in his mouth at once.
Tulthus. How many
Bad
times?
meat shield. Bad meat shield.
How many times are you going to do that?
As long as he keeps giving them to me.
Yeah, well, that's the last time. That's the last time.
Finn, why don't you just hang on to Tulthus from now on?
I think they're gone. Well, I take Ekemon give me your share. I don't think you're going to need yours. And so I just keep them for safekeeping for a time that Tulthus might actually need them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, Tulthus.
Yep.
He likes food.
Yep. Well, Kalyna and Tulthus... Go ahead.
Shortly after you finish eating, Captain Drozen comes in. Her armor is brightly polished. And she's looking at all of you. I'm sorry, there's been a little bit of a delay. The Cardinals are in session right now. So it may be a few days before we're able to talk with High Cardinal Talandro.
A few days?
Depends on all the matters they have to discuss.
Don't they know how important this is?
Point of fact, they don't.
Oh, great.
Wonderful.
So just, give it a little time, and I know how important it is, and I've left a message for High Cardinal Talandro, so hopefully she will get it before the end of the day.
So, what do you guys do for fun around here?
They polish their knobs, clearly. Everything's so shiny.
Certainly there are many different markets, many different goods from around Corvair come to the markets of Flamekeep. I mean, there's nothing that would prevent you from visiting the cathedral if you wanted to look.
That might be interesting. Is there a university?
There is not a university in Flamekeep, no.
Okay.
The closest university would be in it'd probably be in Undare, Wynarn University.
Is there a library or any?
Oh, certainly. There's several libraries.
Okay. Anything else of interest to you, Kalyna? Or Tulthus?
Probably not that the captain's going to be able to help me out with.
She says, if you'll excuse me, there's a matter I need to look into.
If you'd like any help, just let us know, Captain.
I appreciate that, but at the moment I think it best that you focus on keeping that book safe.
Tulthus pats the bag.
I'll see you back here this evening.
Thank you.
So she makes her way back out.
Well.
So it appears that you have a day to wander Flamekeep.
All right.
Well,
anywhere in particular you want to wander?
The only thing
just,
on...
kind of wander around and just take in the sights in general.
Right.
Sure.
Well, if there's any more people clad in armor as shiny as hers, Tulthus would be glad to go see that.
Yeah, the town watch doesn't get full plate handed out.
Oh.
All right. So just kind of taking a walk around, looking different shops, just
seeing
kind of
the sights,
meander and spend some time. None of you have ever been to Flamekeep.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. I mean, if we had tons of money, I'd say let's go and see what some of the local more expensive or magic shops have. But I don't think we have that kind of money.
Yeah.
So
you can see about fine dining.
We could. Would you guys like to do that? Well, why don't we look around a while and then, maybe make sure that we have some fine dining by the evening time.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure we stocked up on the dining cart before we left.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We're in Thrain, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So you start wandering through the streets, just kind of taking in the sights. What is your passive perception, each of you?
Oh, let's see.
14.
Mine is 10.
Mine is 16.
Okay. You know, as you're moving along, Finn, you notice after a little bit, you've seen someone in the crowd several times.
Is it a purple hobgoblin? Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you need to lay off the drink.
Okay. Wait, what's that pink elephant? Anyway, go ahead.
No, there seems to be a huge...
Ah, it's Ekemon's wife. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a human. I mean, he doesn't stand out very much from the crowd. I mean, he's wearing simple tunic, you know, but it's odd that, I mean, you have no particular place that you're going to, but this guy seems to keeps ending up on the same streets as you.
Oh, Trip, did we lose you?
Just momentarily. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
It did freeze on me as you were explaining things. So I really apologize.
That's all right.
He just, the human just cut your head off.
What? Ah!
Critical with a Vorpal sword.
Damn it! Damn it!
Time to
I
reroll.
apologize. Did he say anything specifically to me, or you were just...
No, he's keeping his distance, but you keep seeing him.
Okay. All right. I quietly, just alert Kalyna and Tulthus, to each side. And,
How far away is he?
He's like 30 feet back in the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't look like the alchemist we saved or anything like that, right?
No. I mean,
and he doesn't.
He's a younger guy. I mean, he doesn't look out of place at all. It's just
right
that it's just too much for it to be random chance that he keeps ending up where you are.
Right. Right.
What if we head in his general direction and then surprise him with conversation? Nonchalantly approach it, like he's traveling anywhere else.
Hang on, let's not do that quite yet.
Let's nonchalantly shiv him as we walk by.
Right.
How busy is the street?
It's fairly busy. I mean, it's morning in Flamekeep. There's people moving all over the place.
Right.
You've got carts and people and all kinds of traffic on the streets.
Yeah, jobs, market, prayer.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
go ahead. Go ahead.
What I'm thinking is, like, if we, I don't know, like if we, round a corner, we're momentarily out of his view. I kind of like to slip my disguise hat on and change my appearance, and then I can kind of maybe follow behind him and kind of while he's following you guys.
Yeah, we could even get big and loud and say, where did she go? What happened? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, you could just say,
or maybe we could stop for just a moment, like at a little cart on the street, and then it's like, Tulthus and I, are clearly looking at things, and Kalyna could momentarily seem to excuse herself, and as you're just out of view, immediately, change, do your disguise.
Yeah.
So hopefully then whoever it is will be looking at us as you're circling around to get them. Or look at them, not get them necessarily.
Yeah.
Sheep!
All right, let's do that.
Is dead.
Sounds
Oh, well.
good.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, so if there's any, so Sam is, I guess, if there's any point where we can kind of, as we turn a corner or something where we're momentarily out of his view. You know, that's
Yeah,
I would like
sure.
to slip
I
my
mean,
disguise hat on.
it's easy enough to do. The question is, do you want anyone else on the street to see this?
Oh, good point. All right. Is there anywhere we're seeing that is where I can get? I guess either if I can make a stealth check or anywhere I can slip in where it's not so noticeable.
Well, I mean, there are alleys sometimes between different buildings and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, and certainly you could duck into one of those, but it's
Well, what if we waited till we saw like kind of a merchant's open store, and Tulthus and I can be like out front while Kalyna, takes
yeah.
a
I mean, you could do
slips
that,
into the store out of sight until she's got a place where nobody's going to be seeing her.
or at least a very limited selection of people.
Yeah. All right. Let's try that.
The shopkeep and maybe a few people in the shop, but that beats the whole street.
Right.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Okay. So you duck into a jewelry shop, that's on the edge of a plaza.
Yep.
And
I'm asking the merchant to see like different pieces of jewelry for my Warforged.
Yes, I want to look pretty.
Oh, that looks really good on you, Tulthus.
It brings out the crimson in your hate-filled eyes.
Right. Rubies just make you dazzle.
To the merchant's credit, he's taking this in stride.
So are we? The area we're in, is it like kind of like a middle class area, upscale? Like, is it? In terms of the
upper middle class. I mean, you're not seeing like jewel bedecked nobles walking around, but everyone is wearing nice clothes.
Yeah, there's no serfs, quote unquote.
Yeah. All right, so I guess then if I have a moment, like when I see nobody's looking, I'm gonna slip the hat on, and I just want to take the disguise of a kind of very nondescript, average-looking male, framed human, who looks kind of like typical upper middle class dude, but not average looking, nothing that he would really make him stand out from anything.
Kind of like the guy following us.
Yeah,
yeah, but not like him.
You come out exactly.
Brother! No.
That would be awesome, actually, if I did.
No, it would. Do I know you?
Suddenly they're both in the street going,
Yes.
I do the exact mirror image of him.
right.
Oh, there's a
Very
performance
nice.
check for a reason.
All right. So you do this guy's a couple of the patrons and look at you like you're with surprise and kind of step back a few paces. Meanwhile, outside the gentleman following you turns into an alley.
Do we see this?
They see it, you don't. Your insight changing. They see him turn into an alley.
So I'm wondering if we should send this guy Kalyna or if we should do it ourselves.
I mean, I know what I would say, but I don't actually know what's happening right now. So,
Right.
I can say like I walk back out, and you guys whisper something to me, I suppose, as I passed you or something.
Yeah. We can whisper to you. Yeah. Let's just do that. Yep.
All right. I'm gonna head for the alley. I'm gonna kind of just I don't know. Well,
But basically, I say, go check him out, but don't get in any deep shit.
Oh, you know me.
Right.
So let me repeat.
Yes. Do not get into deep shit.
That's the best part.
All right. So as I as I kind of stroll towards the alley, and I glance down at what am I seeing?
You see that guy? He's kind of leaning against a wall, whittling a little piece of wood with a dagger. Looks like he's kind of carving at something.
Hmm.
All right, I'm just gonna keep walking straight. I'm not gonna go down the alley, but just keep walking like I was, heading the other direction.
Oh, you're not going into the alley. You're
Nope. I don't.
She don't want to get stabbed.
Well, no, mainly because I don't want him to be like alerted that I'm actually trying anything. So
Okay.
I'm gonna hopefully wait.
Now, the other thing that you can tell is that from where he is, it's shadowy in there because of how the light is. He can probably still see Tulthus and Finn out on the street, but it's hard to see him from where he is.
Right.
Okay. Once I pass the alley and out of his view, can I still see Tulthus and Finn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna kind of do and I can do a stealth check maybe if I need to, but like a surreptitious hand motion to kind of like tell them to keep going the way they were going.
Well, actually, if we want, we could put Finn like right in front of me, and then we'd start throwing around hand gestures as we're talking, so we can kind of like get to each other without alerting it. We're signaling someone else.
Okay, I don't know if it was for everybody else, but man,
anyway,
that
I
was
wanna do,
broken
like,
up.
Yeah, I think I got the gist though. If I want to do some kind of hand signal, do I need to do a stealth check so nobody else sees it, or no? We're just kind of.
You'd have to. I think we'll throw this
Sleight of
under what
hand.
it would have been in third, which would have been you're using
Sleight of hand.
deception to create innuendo.
Okay.
You're trying to get the gist of something across without other people picking up on it.
Boom.
Okay. Oh, good.
Okay.
And again, I'm to you guys. So what I'm trying to do is kind of make a gesture to tell you guys to keep moving along the way you were.
Okay,
That definitely works.
that's fine. So yeah, thank you, jewelry merchant, but I just don't think anything's going to improve my Warforged. So we just continue walking. It's very kind of slowly. And,
As you're walking away, you can hear the merchant going back to honey, you're never going to believe what just happened.
Tulthus, I'm just kidding. You look marvelous.
I really like those emeralds.
One day, Tulthus. One day.
Okay, so they keep moving on down the street.
Yep.
And Kalyna can see again. The man slips out of the alley, tucking the dagger into his belt and tucking away the little wood carving in a pouch and starts following along.
All right. Can I do this? Oh yes.
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 I want to be
Yes,
like
you can.
hiding within the crowd, following him.
Yeah, you're basically using the crowd to hide in.
No,
Yeah.
with that, take the carving and the dagger. Just
I am invisible, man. I am the stealth mistress.
So, do you think we could lead this guy to a secluded point and kind of just corner him?
Well, the problem is you don't know the city very well, so knowing a secluded point is a little rough.
Yeah.
Now, Kalyna would see that he did take a look at the shop that you went into.
Right.
He definitely takes a look in there.
Right.
And, he's...
What, you mean it looks suspicious that there were 3 of us and now there are only 2?
Yeah, what
That
is
seems normal. Just kidding.
There must have been a back door.
and you actually see it. He kind of looks around, and he at one point he definitely looks behind, and he kind of looking around.
Yep.
Wait,
but he keeps moving forward.
Because I'm so
Tulthus
stealthy.
stops Finn. He looks around.
What? That broke up on me. What did you say?
I think he yelled Kalyna. Like, where's Kalyna?
What?
Is that what you yelled, Nate?
Yes.
Yes. All right, come on, Finn, play along. You gotta cover this up.
Oh, sure. She's in the bathroom. She just excused herself. She'll meet us where we're going.
I swear, she was right behind us.
Awesome. This is great acting.
Yeah, I know. She's dropping the kids off at the pool, okay? She's dropping the kids off at the pool. She will meet us soon.
You know her. She's a family woman.
Oh, that totally defines Kalyna.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
Good acting. Good acting.
All right. So you keep moving along, and eventually you do find an open park. There's a lot less people in the park, at least at the moment. Just a few scattered people along the edge, and it's really a very beautifully laid out garden. Of course, it's getting late in the year, so the plants that are still in bloom are a few, but it's still a nice little guided walkway, and there's some fountains and such.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's Tulthus, let's kind of head to high ground. Is there like a hill or something in the park?
Yeah.
Not really. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple little hills.
Okay. So let's start walking up a hill, and we're just kind of enjoying, but still, as we're looking around, trying to see where this guy is too.
Any food vendors in the park or anything else or anything?
No food vendors at the moment, no. The guy kind of follows in and takes a seat at the edge of one of the fountains and starts whittling away with his dagger again.
Would I be able to make some kind of perception check to see what it is he's whittling?
You could.
Oh, I will too.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's carving voodoo dolls. I'm just kidding. Hopefully not.
That is a remarkable likeness of Kalyna. Now,
I was going to say.
It even has the annoyed expression.
Good job.
Perfect. It appears to be wood.
Tulthus leans over to Finn. I lost him. Where is he?
Okay, I got a 16.
Finn can make out what he's carving. It's actually a great bear.
Ooh.
Can Kalyna or no?
What's your percent? Oh, but yeah, you actually make it out as well. It's a carving of he's carving a bear.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
I'll nudge Finn. Maybe you should turn into a bear.
Maybe it's like my totem animal or something that he's carving.
Turns out he's just an artist, and next thing you know, Finn's posing for him as a bear.
Oh, he likes to do nude bear drawings.
Right, nude bear.
No, he's looking for those bear necessities.
Bears, yeah.
Yeah, Finn's
God.
bearing it all.
Oh, I can barely stand these jokes.
All right.
They're unbearable.
They really are.
Did anyone bring you marmalade?
No! Where was my marmalade?
Do I see any weapons on this guy?
Just the dagger that he's whittling away with.
Just a typical human dude,
Yeah.
dressed pretty nicely, like upper middle class or middle class.
Maybe middle class. I mean, his clothes are well maintained, but they're not rich. I mean, he could be just one of the typical laborers in the city.
Okay. Is there?
Well, I don't know. I'm starting to think we should just approach this guy.
Yeah.
Or he's
So
just
I'm gonna
be following us around forever.
I'm gonna walk up. Wait, he's sitting on a fountain, like an edge of a fountain or something.
Yeah, he's sitting on the edge of a fountain.
Anybody else over there?
Nope.
All right, I'll walk up. I'll stroll up, and
Remember, you're a guy right now.
Yep, I'm aware.
Okay.
Kind of admire the fountain, and then sit. Not super close, but near enough where I can certainly speak to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, I'll look at the carving and be like, "It's a very nice carving."
In the manliest voice possible.
Right. Because the hat doesn't change your voice.
I'm just a. Oh, wait, the hat. Yeah, sorry, the hat doesn't. Damn it!
I'm just a woman trapped inside a man's body.
I forgot about the. Hang on.
How does the silver flame feel about that?
Well, hang on. I think I tried this once before, and I had to do some kind of check. I think
I think it would fall under performance.
with next.
It would be deception.
I think it was deception. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is
Eh.
the trans community in Flamekeep? Is everybody cool with that?
All right, so that's not the greatest roll ever, obviously, but it's okay. All right, so yeah, I mean, obviously, I tried to cite a more masculine voice.
Okay. He says it's a work in progress. It'll get better.
Are you? Is that your profession?
Oh, this is just a hobby.
Oh, it's quite good for just being a hobby. Well, so what do you do?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. Most of the time I'm moving barrels, ale around the town.
Oh yeah, well, that's I could go for a good ale after.
I mean, you can roll insight if you want there,
Okay. Do I have any insightful things that I learned?
Strangely enough, yes, because the dice are definitely favoring you at the moment.
All right.
There's just something not quite right, and there's just a hint for a moment of a Brelish accent.
Oh.
Okay. He could be working for what was the service under the king?
The King's Citadel.
There we go. Yeah.
Could be.
And what is the symbol of Breland?
Yeah.
I can't
The
remember.
bear.
There. Yep.
Thank you. All all right.
You
So
were
then,
barely giving us any hints.
are you originally from here?
Born and raised.
This is actually I'm actually not from here, but it's this is quite an interesting town.
It is that. I love the look of the cathedral in the early morning.
Is there any time when he's not looking at me that I could do a quick motion to those two, or do some kind of check?
Here, I'll post this here. I've been meaning to. I didn't get it into the system, so here you can click on that. And...
Oh, the Breland thing.
That's the Breland coat of arms.
Ah, gotcha.
Ooh, swanky.
And feel free to throw that in the thing for viewers too, if you like.
Indeed. Just took a peek at it.
I was just thinking that's like Paddington Bear on what is it, Flack or whatever it is, the horrible new drug out there.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh yeah. All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
So can I? What kind of, I guess, check would it be then if I wanted to try to motion to Finn and when he's not, maybe when he's glancing away or something?
Again, deception, trying to make it look natural as you're like going.
I know.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh!
I'm so good at that. I actually just walked in front of his face and said, "Hey, I'm gonna motion these two guys up on the hill."
No. Your chest, like half of it, pops out.
Oh, my boobs popped out. Is that what you're saying? I have an illusion.
The bandages you're using to hold them down snap.
Well, it's actually not a bandage because it's an illusion. It's a magical.
Oh,
illusion.
okay.
He looks over and he's like, okay. And he's just he looks more closely at Kalyna. Nice. And he says, I didn't expect that.
All right, so I'm just gonna take the hat off and say, like, all right, the gig is up. I'm not a dude, and you're obviously from Breland. So what's going on?
Yeah, keep that quiet, please. We can just have a discussion here, and then we'll all be on our way.
All right, so you mind if my compatriots join us?
Not at all.
All right, so I'll just then motion you guys.
Okay.
All right.
And obviously you saw I took the hat off, so you know it's like.
Yeah.
Of course. Yes.
So I guess we shrug and march right on over.
Sure.
So, and when they get over, so these are the wonderful actors you were following.
Oh yes. I have actors many generations back in the forest land.
Tulthus does a curtsy.
Wow.
Credit where credit's due. Usually I can spot a tail. You did good, Kalyna.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you. I've had a little practice at it. I see you know our names.
Oh yeah. I got word from Elaine a little bit before you arrived.
Oh, that Elaine.
Well, I was sending in my report, and he sent a response back. And it seems there's some interesting events going on.
Like a
Yesterday, 4 people died mysteriously at the Blessed Hearth, which is a respectable tavern here in town. And the word around town is they were throne holders, which, what that means here is that they were loyal to Diane Earweinarn, the woman who would be queen if the church did not control the government of Thrain. The assumed cause of death is poison, but there's been no official statement on the matter. With a little digging, I found out they were not throne holders in the typical sense. They were sent to meet with the queen by Prince Orgav, Irwinarn, the last prince of Seer. Elaine is asking that you keep your eyes open and send word by speaker post to him and Sharn if you run across anything that might be related.
Well, unsure as to whether it's related or not, but the train we arrived on was assaulted by both vampires, the Blood of Ol, and the Emerald Claw.
Yeah, I heard something happened on the train, but not the full details. Fucking Claw.
Does he express that as well as he did?
Yeah,
That's great.
They're like cockroaches. You keep killing them, but they just keep coming back.
Right.
So,
But you don't think that they would be connected to this particular, to these 4 deaths, do you? Or
see, my money would be on one of the High Cardinals taking them out, but Elaine says there's been some weird deaths in Sharn.
Yes. And I'm curious if they were similar. The bodies that were found here in this city in particular, were there no obvious signs of poison, or?
No. And that's the interesting part.
Okay.
At least from what I've been able to find out. I'm still working on acquiring documentation.
Then yes, it sounds like that is repeating itself.
So what is Breland's position? Does it help Breland if the Queen takes power, or do they prefer the Church to be in control of Thrain?
At the moment, that isn't really our concern. As far as it goes, the Thrain government is stable right now, and the Queen certainly, I'm sure, would like her throne, but it doesn't seem likely to happen. However, King Boronel has granted sanctuary to the Sirens, which, if someone is killing them, that could hold some interest for us. The thing that I can't figure is why. I mean, of all the people to just kill, why them? I mean,
right.
They don't really have much left to lose.
Out of character again. Is Seer, remind me, is it its own country or part of Thrain?
It used to be.
What is now the Mournland used to be Seer.
Okay, thank you.
Well, the people who were killed in Sharn were also from Seer. I'm wondering if this is some kind of huge personal vendetta they have against anyone in relation to that land.
Well, what I'm hoping is that we don't run into some asshole again.
I hope we do, so we can shove that arrow right up his ass.
That is true. If we suspect we might come up against him, though, I may just want 4 hours to prepare something, though, just to let you guys know.
Somebody's been plotting.
Yes. Yes.
So Elaine thinks it's one of the High Cardinals.
Oh, well, no, that's my opinion. Is that it's one of the High Cardinals got wind of some sort of backroom dealing between, the Sirens and the Queen, and they decided to step in and take them out.
Right, because they didn't want to lose power. Possibly.
Why would the Sirens be in league with the Queen? Because the Queen could grant them, like, lands or something?
Why not? I mean, if she were restored to power and was essentially monarch, that gives her the right to do fairly well whatever she wants.
Interesting.
Very.
Mm-hmm. So do you think, where do you think we should start then?
He says, I'm not suggesting you take up any investigations or anything here. All Elaine is asking is that, you seem to be traveling around a bit, at least right now. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Okay.
And, and just make sure you guys understand what he's asking you guys to do. When he's saying send a speaker post.
Yes.
The gnomes of House Civis have they have the dragon mark of scribing. They act as notaries. They arcane mark documents, and it's not easy to forge an arcane mark.
Gotcha.
But the other thing that they operate is the Speakers Guild. Most major towns, and even most small towns, have a Civis enclave or message station where the gnomes can basically speak a message into an enchanted stone, and it will be transmitted to another stone where a gnome there will scribe down the message.
Nice.
They basically operate a telegraph station system that crisscrosses all of Corvair.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So it's very easy to send messages same day across all of Corvair.
Excellent.
I apologize. There was a spider over here, and I was it was freaking me out. It was coming to my feet.
Because you veered off screen, and all I heard was.
Sorry about that.
What spell did you
in an
use?
Airbnb place, and I'm just like a little concerned about bugs, but they're fine.
What spell did you use?
Spell of notebook smash. Anyway, sorry.
And
so
what do we? Go ahead.
Well, no. I just want to ask too. As far as these people, now I know you're trying to gather more information, but has there been any talk of Dream Lily in the area? People using Dream Lily?
Not that I'm aware of, but I haven't really been looking either.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And certainly not these folks. I mean, they keeled over right in the middle of the tavern.
Oh, well, there you go.
What I'm thinking is that the poisons that was mixed with the Dream Lily has been transferred and possibly put into their drinks, since it was a tavern.
Right.
And did you say this tavern is the Blessed Heart?
The Blessed Hearth.
Hearth.
Ironic.
Where is that located?
He gives you some directions in case you want to check it out.
Hey, I know where we're having dinner.
It's perfectly safe.
And what do we call you?
Me? You're never going to see me again. Don't worry about it.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure. Maybe I'll be tailing it again sometime. You just won't know it.
We'll see. Enjoy your stay in Flamekeep. He stands up and nods to you and heads off into the streets.
All right. Well, that was interesting.
I love how all these mysterious characters we run into.
Well, hey, you've already dealt once with a member of the Citadel. Strange and interesting people are probably in your future.
Yeah,
That's
I do really like the intrigue. Add some spice.
Well,
So,
would you? Go ahead, Kalyna.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to head to the tavern, check things out? We can have Tulthus be our food tester.
It's so nice that none of you are members of the Silver Flame. None of you batted an eye that a high cardinal of a lawful good religion it was just being implicated in murdering people.
Right.
No, I don't think that'd be weird.
Guilty until proven innocent.
And that's just his theory. That doesn't mean it's right.
Well, I mean, of course, what's going through my mind right now is we're waiting to meet, with the Cardinal, and they've clearly just decided that they need a few extra days, and but clearly we'll probably need the Cardinal's help to be able to get into Flamekeep, so we don't want to piss off the Cardinal before we can throw this book in the flame.
It could be some inner working politics with the High Cardinals, rather than just the excuse they gave us. But it could be very well that they are, all caught up in their ceremony.
Could be. Absolutely. Right. I mean, they could be facing the implications of a scandal with children, So, I mean, we're not sure. We need to investigate, perhaps.
Do we have? I know we don't really know much about this town. Do we know at all where the Cardinals live, or they go, where they work, or anything? Or
Flamekeep, the actual cathedral and keep that's built around where the Silver Flame is.
The cathedral is called that, and the town is also called Flamekeep.
Yeah, it's basically one and the same.
Yeah.
The deal was that the captain said nobody can really get into there unless they've been given permission, right? Or can people go into the cathedral to pray and stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean the main part of the cathedral is open to all. It's the actual sort of fortified keep that is attached to the cathedral that is, kind of the heart of the bureaucracy for the church. That is not open to the public.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, how many funds do we have, per se?
How many funds?
Money?
Yeah.
Gold pieces?
Yeah.
I have close to 550 on me.
I don't think my said 606, but I have a feeling I'd deduct the 500 I spent, so I probably only have a little over 100.
Okay, yeah, I know I only have a handful after the item I
Well, I'm
purchased.
not giving any to you because you're just going to shove it in your mouth.
Well, I mean, he can discern the difference between food and currency.
I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
Let's see. Ooh. Yeah.
Well, what were you going to suggest, Tulthus?
And remember, go back to the roll page there. Tab. The chat tab, Nate.
Well, yes. I don't think we have enough to do with I think we should do.
Well, what were you thinking?
Offer a huge donation if we were allowed to speak with the High Cardinals for just a few mere moments.
Wow. I don't want to spend my money on that. I don't want to spend my money on that.
What, you don't like charity?
Oh, no. I like charity, just not stupid charity.
I'd rather just go in there and try to sneak in.
Okay. Well, as long as we don't get caught, of course.
Well,
getting caught.
Yeah, I'm sure that they aren't. There's no magic protecting the place or anything like that. I'm joking. Go ahead, Somnus. I'm sorry.
No, you can sneak in if you want. Just
I hope we don't get caught.
Yeah, don't get caught.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea.
I mean, we're talking about a building full of clerics, paladins, and
right,
and other assorted armed individuals.
Yep. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do because if we go directly to this bar, and if we start making inquiries, I mean, I think that's going to get around. Maybe, maybe not, but
what if we try to get, I don't know, one of the priests or cardinals alone? Maybe he's out. Maybe get him drunk. Maybe seduce him.
wow. I think they're in closed chambers, aren't they?
Oh, well, are they monks? Like, yeah. Is that? Do we know how that works? Is that?
No, I mean, there's nothing. They're not restricted from marrying or anything like that. I mean, the basic gist of the Silver Flame is to be a good person, do good works, help other people, protect each other, that sort of thing. I mean, their focus is on doing good. Now, of course, there are times where they take it a little too far. Where they went and, like I said, they led a purge and basically butchered every lycanthrope they could find across all of Corvair.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Good, well, bad, other, they didn't really check.
I don't think in the bar is necessarily going to rate. I mean, what's the big deal? So we're concerned that people are dying. That's, if anything, they should like it that we feel bad that people are dying and we want to help. And keep in mind, we already got the captain on our side, so she can kind of vouch for us.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, we're not gonna walk in there and say your cardinals are assholes and they're killing people. Tell us.
Right, I know, but
it was you, wasn't it?
Right, but they're also for people though that are it's suspected that they're the ones supporting the what would be the royalty if not for the cardinals taking over.
Oh, wait, another idea. Wait, let's approach it from the other direction. Where is the queen?
She could be. Well, you wouldn't know.
Wait, is there a palace?
There is. There is a palace here, and there is another palace as well. That's not in Flamekeep.
Okay. Yeah, I actually think that it might even be more suspicious if we went to visit the queen.
Oh, wait, but I have a disguise that could be very handy here.
Because you have a whole thing where you disguise yourself as royalty, right?
I have a noble royal disguise set as one of her set disguises. I'm bringing it up right now.
But would you fool a queen that knows everybody's lineage and everything?
I would, because this one is from the nation of Aldair, which is neighboring to Thrain.
Okay.
And it's one that Kalyna knows, and she knows she basically almost never leaves the kingdom. So most people wouldn't know what she looks like.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's you could see about trying to get into the castle.
Or what do you guys think? Other options?
Other options, we could see if we could find out where the bodies were taken and maybe talk to a coroner or undertaker and see if we can see the bodies or if if he has any information for us.
All right, well,
if we could spread the word that anyone of Seer heritage might be in danger, we definitely should.
Okay, so you just kind of want to spend some time maybe
So I'm up for
carefully
whatever.
starting rumors in the streets.
What?
Essentially.
Oh,
You want to
no,
start
like,
rumors in the streets? I'm sorry. I guess
a
I
rumor
missed
about that the Sirens are possibly in danger if you're a Siren, is what.
Oh my goodness. I don't
I
know
could,
about
again, I could
that.
totally go into the skies as any dude and do that, and so they don't know it's us.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be real easy.
Yeah.
I mean, Nate, I think, is trying to look out for the Sirens.
Yeah,
So.
they're in danger, and obviously, you know, where he was created was in Seer, so he feels some sort of connection with the
that makes
Mormons.
sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, if you
All right,
spent some
Tulthus.
time,
You got it. As long as you stop shoving berries in your mouth.
Okay.
oh, there's the deal.
He begrudgingly accepts.
All right. So you spend a good portion of the day, and
And I'm gonna go in all different kind of like disguises, like women, men, all different, like, you know, kind of some
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And I go for a few drinks at the Blessed Hearth. I'm joking. I don't.
And Tulthus is standing right next to you. I have a bad feeling about this.
Are you sure you don't want a paladin to bless that?
Right.
Maybe.
Just a little.
I really can see a sketch of me with a glass, you know, getting ready. He's like looking. Really? What?
All right. So you spend the day primarily spreading the rumors that the Sirens kind of need to watch their backs. You know, because it seems like there's some danger aimed at them.
Mm-hmm.
And you make it back to the Jolly Tin Cup for dinner.
Mm.
And when you arrive, Captain Drozen is actually there waiting.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know, she nods to all of you. I'm glad you're back. Did you have a good day?
Oh, it was
Interesting.
most exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Good, good.
It's a beautiful city.
It really is. She says, I was able to get in touch with High Cardinal Talandra. She will meet with us this evening.
Ooh.
Go ahead and eat. You know, we can. I'm sure you're hungry after walking all over the city today.
Oh, that's great news. And I wait a moment to see Tulthus take a bite before I do. And wait a moment for him to take a drink just before I do.
In fact, he does both at once, just kind of like takes a bite of something and switches the drink. That's get out of the way.
So you have your meal, and you know there's no rush. And when you're ready, she begins to lead you through the streets to the cathedral itself. And you know, as you're getting closer, it is a massive structure. I mean, it would rival castles easily for its size, and very ornate, white marble, beautiful, you know, going high into the sky.
Oh wow!
You know, out at the front of a huge stained glass window of the silver flame emblem.
Sounds like one pristine fortress.
Yeah.
Captain, I have never been in the presence of a cardinal before. Can you let us know if there are any particular customs greeting a cardinal, anything that we should do to show honor?
She says, certainly. You know, High Cardinal Talandro doesn't put much stock in that sort of thing, but it is respectful to at least bow. You know.
Okay. Wonderful.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is a woman?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And should we call her Keeper of the Flame? Or well, no. I apologize. I know. What should we call the cardinal? Like Your Holiness?
Your Excellency, or yeah.
Your Eminence.
Your Eminence. Okay. Thank you. We're kind of considering bringing something up.
This would be like not in front of the captain though.
This is your discussion over dinner.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about at dinner, and
while she's having a you just let her know we need to discuss something, and she give you your private.
Sure,
that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Nate. Or yeah.
Yeah, I think we should go for that. Do you want to do that, Kalyna?
Sure.
Okay. Since you're the most charismatic.
Yep. I love talking to cardinals.
Oh, I thought we were going to bring this up to
the captain? We could do that too, if you think that's...
I think the captain would be safer.
You say celibacy, I see a challenge.
He could also...
Wow.
I could also let out, but she quashes it, then it's interesting. It could be interesting to see the Cardinals' reaction, though. Like,
Yeah.
Get Tulthus and I say, I see celibacy too. And I'm not sure about a challenge. We need to fix you. That's what we need to do. We need to fix you. Anyway, do you want to bring this up to the captain, Kalyna? Or to the Cardinal?
I'm told. What do you think? I'm thinking go maybe right to the Cardinals.
Yeah,
it would get both their reactions.
Yeah, just kind of kill two birds with one stone.
Okay.
I think the captain's just going to say,
get access to the flame.
The captain's just going to say, no, that's nonsense. That's ridiculous. Those rumors,
Okay.
Yeah, and then once we, of course, bring this to bear, we mention, of course, the previous deaths in Sharn.
Should we do this after we put the book in the flame?
Well,
after
let's talk about the book first, and then we'll just kind of slip in the other thing. Well, look, we're approaching it from the point that I'm not assuming that what's his face, no name guy who didn't tell us his name knows what he's talking about.
Okay.
So I think we're approaching it from this happened in Breland, and we're trying to find the killer and if they can help us, not from the fact that we're accusing them.
Maybe we should make that decision. Okay. Maybe we should make that decision once we see the Cardinal, and if the Cardinal looks like a vampire, maybe we'll adjust our approach. How's that?
He's not going to be a vampire. Couldn't even be in the cathedral, right? He would burst into flames.
Then the Cardinal might be behind it.
The thing is, you have to remember this. Paladins have something called divine sense. So if they can detect within 60 feet fiends, celestials, and fae, I believe. Or I already said that. I'm retarded.
Anything unnatural.
Yeah.
So you're saying the Cardinal would sense if she had turned into a vampire.
The paladins near her would.
I'm joking. Okay, let's keep going. I'm joking. Let's keep going.
All right, yeah, let's go.
Okay. All right. She leads you through the halls. I mean, you're glad you have a guide because you're not sure you would be able to find your way out again through the maze of halls that you're led through.
I'm casually doing little chalk marks as we're walking along. I'm joking. I'm not.
Bad truth, no. Quit marking your territory.
She looks at me. I'm just like, I had a bad experience with a Dolgot, man.
I'm getting flashbacks.
I don't want to do it. Game over. Anyway, sorry. Let's keep going.
All right, and she leads you through a door into a comfortable sitting room, and it's, I mean, the furniture in here is nice, but not what you would think of. I mean, as ornate and expensive as the rest of the cathedral obviously is. You would have expected, you know, gold-plated, you know, furniture, you know, kind of thing. But it's just simple wood with looks like soft cushions.
Is it mahogany?
And there's an older woman, thin with long white hair and dark brown eyes. Her robes are pure white, embroidered in silver, and the trim is bright crimson. And the captain bows deeply to her.
I do the same.
I will as well.
Yeah, Tulthus bows.
The cardinal looks. So these are the ones who were on the train, the ones that the Emerald Claw were interested in, and the undead. And the captain says, "Yes, Your Eminence. They have a item that needs to be destroyed, and they believe that casting it into the Silver Flame will end its evil." She, you know, kind of looks at, "May I see this book?"
Well, Tulthus will go ahead and retrieve the bag of holding and give her fair warning that this thing is of the utmost malevolence. And reaching in and pulling it out.
It's really creepy.
And we do want to destroy it immediately.
She holds out her hand and takes the book, and you know, she whispers some words over it and looks at it. She says, "Truly, this is beyond words how horrible this thing is. Where did you find it?"
Tulthus looks at the other two.
So, out of character, Trip, where the hell did we find this? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, what do you mean? The book itself?
Yeah.
Oh, this was at the very beginning, and it was like in the crypt. It was like inside the crypt.
The crypt by our mansion?
Yes. All the way back there.
Uncle Tobias, right?
Yep.
Yes. He was trying to become immortal himself, and we killed him. He was a fat monster in a boiling cauldron. Yeah.
Well, I guess we can say Trip just relayed all that you just said, right?
Right.
Oh, sure. I'll tell the whole story of Tobias and the fat monster, and then and then other demonic type creatures that were also chaos on the outskirts of Sharn, and drove certain people mad, with the drumming and the evil, and of course we relay the whole tale of having to go into the ruins on the edge of Mornland. Yep.
We got a sweet mansion out of the deal.
I nudge Kalyna and I say, but that is not the important part. The most important part of this is saving humanity. Treasure and mansions mean nothing to us.
Kalyna just rolls her eyes at Finn.
I try.
That way, that should require a deception check.
With a straight face, and I roll deception, which I got a 4. So I guess I can't help but like smile a little bit. Oh well. But we do want to destroy this evil. I feel like I can say that with a straight face.
Yes, you can say that with a straight face, certainly. And she shakes her head. Unfortunately, I can't give you access to the chamber. I mean, not without bringing this before the Council of Cardinals. I mean, certainly this thing needs to be destroyed, and I will make that argument, of course. Would you feel more comfortable if I kept it here within the cathedral?
I think we should hold on to it. Mainly, we gave our word that we would destroy it, so it feels like we're duty bound to hold on to it.
Now, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Would we be able to receive temporary lodgings here?
That's what I was going to suggest too. Yes.
Good thinking, Finn.
Certainly, that could be arranged. At least then it would be within the protective walls of the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that would certainly be in the best interests right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes,
that would work fine.
As you know, we've just had a terrible run-in with the Emerald Claw, with vampires, and we are just very concerned about making sure nothing happens to this book.
I can assure you that no vampire would ever come here. They would never make it onto the grounds.
What if they ask nicely?
What if they're really hot? I'm just kidding. I didn't say that.
Wow.
She actually pulls a bell pull, and a servant in white enters, probably one of the younger acolytes, and she says,
"Oh, I'm sorry."
These gentlemen will be staying. These adventurers will be staying here temporarily. Make the arrangements for the guest chambers. The acolyte bows and makes her way out into the halls.
If we,
have you've already eaten? Would you care for something to drink while we wait?
Oh, sure. Thank you for the kind offer.
That's very nice. Your Eminence, is there anywhere where we could make an offering or a tithe? I know Tulthus especially has been wanting to make a tithe to the church.
She says, certainly. You can do that in the main auditorium.
And Your Eminence, if we might bother with one more thing, perhaps you could help us with this. While we were exploring this very lovely city, we heard rumors of sirens being poisoned. Do you know anything about this?
She looks to the captain, and she shakes her head. Well, that got around fast.
These guys just got here today, man.
She said, it's strange that you should mention that. I left a message for the captain before going into the meetings today to ask her to look into it. We're not quite sure what happened. The deaths certainly are not natural, but we haven't been able to trace a cause.
We actually had we were investigating this in Breland, and sirens were being poisoned there as well.
Yeah, we ran into this asshole, and I just want to make sure.
I'm not gonna nudge. I'm gonna nudge Finn now and be like, "What's your language?"
Oh, sorry. A mean
Despicable fellow.
A mean man that shot me in the chest and Tulthus in the chest too.
She actually chuckles and she says, "I know I'm old now, but I wasn't always part of the church. I do remember days before I put on the robes. You certainly aren't going to offend me with anything you have to say."
So what do you got under that dress?
I bet you were one.
Whoa! All right.
So,
so there are killings happening in Breland as well?
Of a similar nature.
yes, and they were using a modified version of Dream Lily.
That was poison.
That's very strange. Now, Dream Lily, I mean, certainly there are some people who abuse it here. It's since the end of the war, it's everywhere, to my understanding, to one degree or another. But I haven't heard of any deaths from Dream Lily, at least not recently. And certainly the individuals who died yesterday were not. They didn't have anything on that would have indicated that they had the substance.
Well, the Dream Lily was, of course, concocted and modified by an alchemist who moonlighted as a poet. And he was able to create...
that certainly gets a...
Don't call him a poet. Do not call that man a poet.
Tulthus, we need to show you some real poetry.
Well, I think that's the first poetry he's ever heard. So
It probably is.
That's not poetry, Tulthus.
Well, yes, he crafted a poison that had used various substances, all of which very toxic and harmful. After they were conglomerated together and mixed with the Dream Lily, of course, people took it and died on the spot. And this could not be traced to any poisons beforehand. So we think this, of course, might be the same cause here.
Interesting. Okay.
But we don't know for sure.
Oh yes, the people targeted were also Siren.
Have you uncovered, you were the captain, any other information about the ones who died?
No,
we're just trying to be helpful.
And I appreciate that. Looking at it from the angle of alchemy may actually prove to help us quite a bit. I mean, they were looking for magical means, not alchemical means. Okay. That is going to be important, Captain.
Would there...
Yes? And the captain says...
No, I was just curious if you've...
Oh, we kept losing Trip mid-sentence.
That's what's happening. I'm
sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you curious about, Finn? Nope.
Sorry. I will speak slowly.
I'm trying to guess what he's curious about so I can say it, but I don't know actually.
Can you hear me now?
Charades.
Yep.
Okay. Charades. All right.
Okay, go for it.
At there,
Can you
typing.
hear-
Typing's good.
Type what you're curious about. He's typing. We're waiting anxiously. This is a long sentence. All right, you see that? So Finn says, I'm curious if you've heard of people poisoned by magic.
I mean, certainly there is magic that can cause poisoning, but it leaves traces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's evidence left behind, and even so, it mimics known poisons.
Mm-hmm. Not something crafted by hand.
Right, right. So, that's part of the confusion. The other part being that there doesn't seem to be traces of the poison left. They're dead.
Mm-hmm.
There's damage internal, but they can't find anything in their blood.
Yep, just like in Sharn.
Out of character, real quick. The King's dude we talked to, he said some people thought the Queen and throne holders are behind it, but he thinks it might be the Cardinals behind it, right?
Well, the people who were died, most people thought they were throne holders, that they were people loyal to the Queen. But
the ones the Sirens who got killed. You mean?
But it turns out they weren't the same throne holders everyone thought they were.
Right. The people thought they were just throne holders, but in fact they were kind of a delegation sent by the Prince of Seer.
Mm-hmm.
But the Prince, okay. And does the Prince of Seer want the Queen to take, or we don't know, the Queen to have power?
Don't know.
Right.
But the King's dude thought his suspicion is that one of the Cardinals was behind it.
Right. His thought was that, one of the Cardinals found out that they were actually from Orgov, and they took them out.
Okay. All right. So then, Kalyna, and hopefully Finn will be back here momentarily. Well, he's here, but hopefully Trip will be back. Finn's still here.
Oh, there he is.
So Kalyna will say then, we also heard a very despicable rumor, and I'm loath to even bring it up because I'm sure it's pure nonsense, but that possibly a cardinal was involved because they were throne holders.
And she says, I wish I could completely refute that, but there are times when we have suspicions about some of the members of the Cardinals, one in particular, but as of yet, nothing's been able to be proven. Okay.
Fair enough.
There's... Sorry?
Has this cardinal done other things, or just mainly what he said?
There's suspicions, strange events. Things have happened to people who've opposed him. And could be just bad things happen. But sometimes it just seems a little too much to be coincidence. But at the same time, haven't been able to prove anything.
Who is this cardinal?
His name is High Cardinal Crozon.
Why does that name sound familiar?
And he's been a High Cardinal for quite a long time.
Actually, speaking out of character real quick, have we heard that name before?
I don't
Captain's
think so.
name is Drozen, so it rhymes. So maybe.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that when I was naming her.
It's a sitcom. Crozon and Drozen.
Okay.
It's the evil cardinal and the pure captain.
Oh,
What? Okay, back in character. And what is? Do you have any what has been your experience with dealing with High Cardinal Crozon?
On the surface, everything's on the up and up. I know he does the things that's expected. I mean, he's paranoid, but he he's very, very particular. He seems to be, and seems to have grown more and more paranoid over the past few years. He rarely meets with anyone outside of his specified meeting times or places. But that's neither here nor there. At this point, there's nothing that I could tell you that would be concrete regarding him. As far as any misdeeds, he's been found blameless of anything that he has been accused of.
And is he? Sorry, Trip. Can you hear us now? Guess not. Okay.
He might not be in Hangouts.
Oh, you're right. He's not. He's in Roll20. Okay. What is he amongst the other Cardinals? Is he kind of like fought bad upon, or has a good reputation, or some like him, some don't?
Some like him, some don't, and that's the same could probably be said. If you were to ask other Cardinals about me, we don't all see eye to eye on everything.
Well, we think you're great.
I appreciate that from your limited perspective of things. I believe I'm the only High Cardinal you've met.
Yes, but I did not expect you to be so forthcoming with the inner dealings of things, so that's much appreciated.
I prefer that things be brought out into the light wherever possible.
Good. Those vampires will get what's coming to them.
The servant returns and she says the rooms are ready, High Cardinal. And she says, unfortunately, I have a meeting that I do need to return to, but certainly Alara here will be able to guide you to your new chambers.
Alara is the acolyte, right?
Yes.
Real quick, before we abscond into the night, for the book to be thrown into the Silver Flame, does the vote have to be unanimous from the High Cardinals, or can it just be majority?
It would need to be majority.
Okay. Well, that's good.
And when do you think they would be able to vote on this?
I would hope tomorrow. It's getting late for decisions to be made tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, fingers crossed and God's be with us. Hopefully nothing will happen during that time.
The Silver Flame watch over you all.
And you.
Yes, I'm with you.
All right. Alessa basically goes to lead you guys out. And so the captain says, I'll check in with you tomorrow.
Oh, well, thank you.
So you follow the acolyte?
Well, but
yes.
Before we do, just one last final moment encapsulating the image of that shiny, gleaming armor. And then following the acolyte.
Okay.
By the way, sorry folks, I'm just YouTube kind of changes stuff. I'm just seeing the comments now on YouTube Live, but Modrak is watching, commenting. Thank you, sir, and listeners made on Twitter. So thanks for watching, guys.
So you begin making your way through the halls to your new chambers, and then the strangest thing happens.
Of course it does.
Around a bend in the hallway, you're hearing this thump, 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 and you see this bright red ball bounce off one of the walls and start heading towards you. And you're hearing heavy impacts of like footfalls, like scrabbling and stomping on the tile.
In this sudden moment of surprise, would we be able to quickly get the acolyte to take us back to the captain?
The acolyte looks at the ball and like starts backing up.
Does it? Is it like? I mean, so what? Like a rubber ball, like a magical ball, like what? What is it?
It looks like a rubber ball.
And we're hearing footfalls, but we don't see anyone.
Well, the ball bounced from around a corner into sight where you guys are.
And then we hear people like running from around the corner.
Right. And all of a sudden, barreling around the corner comes this.
Oh.
What the?
Well, that's just lovely.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh,
wait. Is it like a pet?
It might be. We'll base our reaction on the acolytes.
Can we do some kind of check about what that is?
Well, she's backing up away from where the ball is.
Okay, so yeah, we'll do the same. Obviously.
Can I do a check though? Like if we
like a nature check.
Know what that creature is?
You can you can do nature.
Nature.
It's an animal.
I got good.
You don't know what that is.
17, I don't know.
You've never seen anything like that. You never heard of anything like that.
Okay. Now, hey, how big is it though? I mean, like in
it's big.
I mean, it takes up the whole hallway, basically.
Not taking up the whole hallway, but we're gonna say, its shoulders. I mean, it could easily look you in the face if it wanted to.
Okay. So it.
So wait, how is the ball? Is the ball close to me that I can grab it and like throw it the other direction?
Is this?
It before you can move, it lunges forward and snatches up the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then wheels around towards the curve in the hallway.
Now, what was her name? Was this her
Alara? What is it? Alara, yeah, is her name, right?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
What was that?
It's plodding off back around the corner. She looks a little pale. she says, "I'm sorry, I don't. It's hard to get used to that." And she says, "That's Scarvogen." And as she says that, it comes back around the corner, walking side by side.
Yep.
With a little girl.
Yep.
I knew it was gonna be a kid. Yeah.
She's maybe 10 or 11, walking barefoot on the marble floor.
Is she also a level 20 cleric?
She's just wearing like simple tan pants and a black shirt. Her skin is dark, and she has dark hair, but with some paler streaks in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the creature looks over at her and drops the ball at her feet.
Mm.
So I asked Alara, kind of whispered to her, "Who's that?"
Well, when you go to whisper to Alara is, kneeling,
yep,
bowing to the little girl.
Well, I guess that answers that question.
Finn's missing out on the best part. He could be making friends with this thing.
Hang on, out of character. Keeper of the Flame is the title, right?
Yes, Keeper of the Flame.
Okay, well,
Yeah, you could do knowledge religion.
Real quick, yeah.
If you're wondering.
Yeah, let's just see how quickly I dropped to my knees.
Kalyna's like, oh.
I am not one.
Yeah, that's the Keeper of the Flame. That's Jael Adaran.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll, I'll try to mimic what Alara is doing.
Yeah.
In quick succession, yes. Same here.
Okay. She walks over, Scarvogen padding along next to her. She looks at each of you. She says, "Where is the fourth?"
Do you mean the Devil Man?
She nods.
Well, he isn't too comfortable in town, so he's perusing at his own leisure.
She says, she motions for you to stand up.
And I definitely do so.
Yes, that's what
The acolyte steps out of the way, and she looks up at all of you, and she says, "I've been waiting for you."
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Keeper, if that's the correct title to call you.
She nods. Yeah, it's a little unnerving. I mean, when you're looking at her and when she looks at you, there's a presence with her. It's sort of like it's not just her looking at you.
Yeah.
What is I've never seen an animal or creature quite like that. What is that?
He is the Dragon Hound.
An appropriate name.
She says, House Vidalis made him as a guardian for the keepers.
Well, he looks very effective.
How old is he?
He is. She says, I didn't ask.
Well,
she kind of picks up the ball and absently tosses it behind her. Scarvogen goes scurrying off to grab the ball.
Well, I mean, obviously she's been given a premonition by otherworldly powers that we were going to arrive here, and probably for the purpose we set out for. Tulthus will ask Kalyna if we should show her the book.
Like right in front of her, obviously, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Well, she probably already knows about the book. Is that right, Keeper?
You're kind of going, do we show the book? Do we not show the She's like, I know about it. Come with me. We'll see this put to right.
Ooh. We got righteousness on our side.
Oh, as we follow her, Kalyna asks, Scarvogen, can I pet him? Does he like to be petted?
She says, not by anyone but me.
All right, I'll keep my hand for myself then.
And of course, Scarvogen comes back with the ball and plods along, behind Jaela. Yeah. You're not going to miss hearing him coming.
Gotcha. Cool. I am back, Somnus. I apologize.
That's all right. It happens. It happens.
Okay,
No
so wait, let me hear. I can do it real quick, I think, Trip. And this will be a recap for anybody who's joined us, too. So I asked the High Cardinal that we had heard a horrible rumor that maybe the Cardinals were involved. She told
Oh
us.
God. Okay. Yep.
She actually said, actually, there is one cardinal who has been kind of rumored to be doing bad stuff, but they've never been able to prove it. His name is Crozen, High Cardinal Crozen.
Okay.
And then we went off to the acolyte. Alara went off to take us to our rooms. And then, if you see the screen here, this creature came bounding around the corner, chasing a ball. And then we met the Keeper of the Flame.
His lovely name is Scarvogen.
Yeah. So now we're following this 10-year-old girl who's the Keeper of the Flame.
Nice pets.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you were going to say, and this is a photo of Cardinal Crozen. It's like, I wonder why anybody suspects him. Awesome.
I don't know if I could trust that face.
Right. Now Finn it does look at this pet though and is wondering if it's some form he could emulate, but I have a feeling no. All right, I didn't think so.
No, he is unique.
Oh yeah,
He is a creation of House Vidalis.
gotcha. And I'm sure super friendly.
To the Keeper.
To the Keeper.
Right.
Oh yeah, she said I asked about petting him, and she says only she can really do that. So don't try touching it.
Okay. I won't be tempted. I look at Tulthus and say, "Stay away, Tulthus. Not a kitty.
Are you sure?
Not a kitty."
She leads you through the halls and deeper into the keep until finally she leads to large, ornate silver doors with the crest of the silver flame. And she pushes open the doors. Inside is a large chamber where white fire erupts from the ground, flowing easily 30 feet into the air. Just a huge flame burning with no fuel, just lighting the chamber. And throughout and around the chamber are carvings of different heroes of the Silver Flame over the years since the flame came into being.
No, that is cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Jeff said exactly what I was thinking.
And in this chamber, there is a very real sense of peace.
Like, you're not going to get this kind of tranquility just out anywhere, huh?
Right. You just kind of any of the worries or the cares that might weigh on you, they don't seem to matter as much here. It's quiet. There's the slight crackling of the flame, but beyond that, it's just quiet, peaceful here.
Wow. Is the acolyte still with us?
She is, but she's remaining outside.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But Jayla leads you into the chamber.
Wow. And so.
Oh yeah, Kalyna's just looking around in awe, speechless.
Oh yeah. I would love to. I mean, you don't have to go that much more into it, but I'd love to at least look at the other heroes of the Flame and sort of see if I can get a sense of the story of the heroes of the Flame.
Most of it in this chamber is telling the story of the paladin Tira Marone, who was the one who led the people of Thrain against the demon that emerged partially from the Silver Flame when it first appeared, and the hordes of demons that it sent attacking the countryside. She led the people of Thrain against the demons, defeated them, and then sacrificed herself to bind the demon and defeat it.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, because of her sacrifice, This is all in the carvings around, the room.
Right.
Humanity and the people of Eberron can hear the voice of the flame.
Gotcha.
Was it one demon or multiple demons?
One. It called more, but it was one demon that emerged originally.
Okay.
It was one bad mofo.
So do we simply toss the book into the flame?
She leads you guys up to the edge of the flame, and she looks over to you guys. Yeah.
Now, if Ekemon were here, I wonder if he would have a moment. Anyway, I'm just thinking Lord of the Rings and like the whole thing of like not sure if he's gonna throw the ring in the Mount Doom and then ultimately decides not to.
Seal the door!
Right, Ekemon's like, nope, I changed my mind, I want the demon.
No, Ekemon! Bad Eki!
Well, luckily he's not here, so let's get that book and toss it in.
No, hold. It seems as though the Cardinals would be very concerned about something like this happening. Are you sure that this is beneath their notice?
She says, this is the will of the flame.
Then let it be so.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right, Tulthus, grab the book.
Tulthus grabs the book and looks at it one last time before making his best spear-chucking motion directly into the flame.
The book tumbles end over end and into the flame. A wailing scream echoes in the chamber as the book hits the fire. It just echoes off the walls, shrieks of agony, and then the book is gone.
Yeah, suck it, demon.
Yeah. By the way, in the live chat, Madrick says the precious.
Right.
Right.
Yes. The precious. Unfortunately, none of us are that interested in summoning a demon that will kick our ass. Okay. Awesome.
Also, to keep like, that seemed pretty easy. Is that it?
She nods. I would speak with each of you. She kind of walks over to the side and motions to Kalyna to follow her.
Oh, okay. So, Kalyna, for once in her life, actually, will be kind of nervous, but she'll walk over there.
Okay. And so these words that she speaks are to you alone. The others wouldn't hear them. And she looks up at you and she says, you will see your mothers again. Take care in how you judge each of them when the time comes.
Okay. Kalyna will actually tear up slightly and try to wipe them away quickly, and kind of nod.
She motions for Tulthus to come over.
He just wants to make sure the distinguishing between them, so he points at himself and then looks back.
She nods.
I hope you get a Johnson.
Jesus Christ.
Well, he'll look one last time back at Finn and approach the Keeper of the Flame.
Okay, and so, she waits for Kalyna to go back over with Finn. And she looks to you, Tulthus, and says, you were born to war, to a war that you had no stake in. You fought on different sides only because there was a side. Maybe your path should look to be what you want it to be. I see a chance for you. A chance to bring justice for others. Maybe keep your eye on that.
For the first time, he actually stops and mulls this decision over. Really and truly, like his mind is actually processing this question instead of immediately responding with an answer. He'll solemnly nod before walking back away and, of course, thanking her.
She motions for Finn to come over.
Okay. I cautiously walk forward and I bow my head to her.
She says, "You worry greatly about what you've left behind. But I'll tell you this, the past holds the keys to your future."
Thank you.
Scarvogen looks at the keeper and then moves over and pushes open the doors to the chamber.
Okay.
And Alessa is there waiting.
Who, the Alara, the Acolyte?
Yeah, Alara is there waiting. Sorry. Oh, I keep saying Alessa. Alara is there waiting.
Okay, so Kalyna will take the hint. That's our cue to leave, so we'll walk towards her.
Yeah, as you're
she'll,
leaving.
She'll bow one more time at the keeper.
Sleep well tonight. There are no worries within these walls for you.
Thank
And
you.
so the Acolyte leads you to your chambers, which are very nice. I mean, definitely very, very comfortable, very nice beds, and you know, all the amenities you could hope for. You know, in the nicest inns in Corvair.
Nice.
By the way, in the live chat, Madrick had said, when the keeper was giving advice, who's here for courage and who's here for the brain?
Right. That's right.
Well, brain, obviously.
Like man, right? He needs the heart. Yeah.
Of course. Naturally. And that night, when you rest, when you wake,
I'm wondering if her pet tries to climb in bed with us. I'm kidding.
no. Yeah, you wake up to that right at your bedside. Oh God!
Right. Oh God! Good kitty. Good kitty.
No. But
All right.
you wake in the morning feeling just really good, well rested, and definitely a weight to not a weight has been lifted, not having to carry that book anymore or worry that someone else will get their hands on it.
Right.
So the captain arrives in the morning, and she kind of says, "So I guess we're not waiting on the decision of the Cardinals."
Who needs them when you meet the keeper?
Well, I for one am glad that book is gone, and I didn't carry it long.
Mm-hmm. We're all glad it's gone.
I think everybody is, except those Emerald Claw fuckers.
Yeah, well, anything that disappoints them is high on my list of great things. So,
awesome! Let's go kick their butts.
If only it were that easy. They don't normally act so publicly.
Indeed, they seem to be more bold in their actions than I've previously heard of their prior workings.
Yeah. They're a constant problem that we keep an eye out for.
I wonder if there's a way to put out word that this book no longer exists, and if they would just stop bugging us.
Who knows? They may stop pursuing you now that the book is gone.
Right, that's
was their
what I'm
only
wondering.
interest.
Right.
They failed.
Well, except for Kalyna, because I mean, you know, I'm joking.
Everybody knows, Finn. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they'll stop pursuing us.
So, where are you headed next?
Well,
I don't know. These Syrian deaths are definitely very disturbing.
Well, there isn't much news on that front, although there were some traces, thanks to the information that you gave, some traces of some alchemical components that, when we looked for them, we were able to find. So it seems that whatever compound killed them, alchemy was definitely involved.
mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I give him a description of the asshole and just tell them to look out for that guy. That's super amazing with the bow and has the short swords and
One of the finest longbowmen I've ever seen. And I hate to give him that compliment, but damn, that arrow hurt.
I'll keep an eye out, but at this point, I don't know why he'd show up here.
Right.
I mean, Sharn's a good ways away. In order for him to be here, he would have had to be, on the next train out, or been riding the train with you. And the death happened the day before you arrived.
Interesting.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts on Cardinal Crozen?
I haven't really had many encounters with him. I just know that Talandro doesn't see eye to eye with him and doesn't tend to trust him very much. I don't know all the details of whatever started their enmity, but it is what it is. I don't know of anything. There's no proof that he's done anything at all.
Not only that, I'm pretty sure every house on this world has at least some squabble between its family.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for your help.
My pleasure. Certainly, if you ever come back to Flamekeep, leave me a message here at the cathedral. We'll meet up.
Indeed, and if you ever need our help, gladly ask us.
Or you just want to go out and get drunk.
That too.
Well, yeah. Where do you guys normally stay?
Oh, we have a mansion. Outside of Shard. We're kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. She says, so I could send a speaker post to Sharn.
Absolutely.
Okay. Right.
Sure, you can send it to Sharn. You could send it to Goodberries and it'll get to us.
Oh, yeah, that's Finn's shop.
Gotcha. Well, typically, yeah, I guess I could send a message through the speaker post. House Orion could deliver it. But you guys, check in at your local speaker post, don't you?
Of course.
Yes, we love speaker posts.
Exactly.
In fact, I actually think we need to go send one to a certain friend right now.
Oh, okay. So, she's, well, back to work for me. Take care, you guys.
Take care, Captain.
And you as well.
Farewell.
She makes her way out into the streets, and you're on the streets of Flamekeep. So,
yeah, aren't we supposed to tell Elaine now? Probably about this, right? The book?
Yeah, I mean, you could certainly send him word about it, and if you wanted to, I mean, he definitely knows enough about it, and he could pass word to Jameson.
Definitely. Yeah, let's send a speaker post about that, and also, why don't we go ahead and send one just to let our other contact know about just what we know about the poisonings.
Who's our other contact?
The detective.
Detective dude?
Enmore?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you could send one to Enmore as well.
Sure.
Now, are we going to tell Ekemon that the Keeper may or may not want to speak with him?
Sure. And I'm also going to say, like, hey, haha, you can't raise your stupid demon.
Okay. The screen has gone dark on purpose, just so you know.
Okay. I was wondering, like, what happened?
No darkness.
Oh, and now we've been transported?
Oh,
Now some asshole's going to start shooting at us.
Get in the alley! Get in the alley! You suddenly get like Nom flashbacks.
Right. Oh, while we did rest, though, I'm changing a spell.
Are you? Really?
Yeah. During the night, I would have changed the spell. Because I don't trust this thing. Basically, because I don't want to conjure lightning in the middle of Flamekeep anymore. I'm not going to conjure lightning and start shooting people.
Why not?
I think I'd get thrown in whatever deep dark dungeon they have for a long time.
You're thrown in with a Dolgaunt.
Yep.
Or maybe they'd bundle you off to Dreadhold.
Ooh.
That sounds nice.
Really?
It's like the Guantanamo of this world, basically, except worse.
Gotcha.
Dreadhold is essentially the most high security prison on Eberron.
Ah.
It's way up north.
Mm-hmm.
And the dwarves of House Kandaric, the House of Warding, guard the prison.
Okay.
Madrak in the live chat says it would be electrifying at least.
It would be. That's true.
So where are we on the streets now?
Yep, you're on the streets.
What do we do? Are we heading towards the speaker post?
Yep. The speaker post station is down this way, or
to the east.
Get it to the this way.
That way.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking then.
All right.
What a lovely little town.
Yeah.
It is. It's very nice.
Okay, hang on a second.
Is that a rat up there?
I'm working on stuff there.
Okay.
And the at times Roll20 is not cooperating. So.
Right.
Looks like it might be a cat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cat. It's up on the...
Lovely.
I was thinking about getting some pussy while I was in town. What? That's clean.
Although, yeah, actually, Kalyna would be totally about that too, so that's fine.
I saw you looking at that captain.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I will never forget her battle regalia.
Are there going to be unhappy vampires after us? I'm kidding.
Someone's going to be upset.
all right.
Right.
So now that I've you're able to see down the other streets, and you're heading up the street here.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, is it still to the east? The
Yeah.
speedboat? All right, so I'm going to continue that way.
And as you reach there, well,
Oh
actually,
boy.
as you reach more like here.
You get stabbed in the kidneys.
Oh, damn it. I hate it when that happens.
Something wonderful happens.
Yes. Rainbows and unicorns.
Bunnies.
Oh, dang it.
What in God's name are those?
Are those humanoids?
All of a sudden, gnolls start charging.
Oh.
What's a knoll?
Okay, it's like a giant hyena that walks on two legs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Think of
That's an
it
interesting
as the hybrid. The I guess the closest equivalent would be kind of think like hybrid were hyena.
Mhm.
They're not lycanthropes. They're just hyena hybrid humanoids.
Yeah. It's like, the hyena version of a minotaur.
Gotcha.
And they're not nice.
No.
Not in any sense of the word.
So do we? I assume we roll an ish.
So what
Unless
do we
they
got?
surprise us.
We got 2 of them.
Oh no, it looks like there's 2,
5?
maybe a caster and some kind of chief. 3. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a big bad with them.
And this is in Flamekeep?
Okay, gnolls, like you could find goblins in Flamekeep.
Okay.
Basically, in this world, not all the monster races that you would normally see in other fantasy settings as like, no, we don't let them into our towns.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
We in fact, when we were in Sharn, or one of the lower cities, we went into a tavern that had gnolls in it, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. I remember that now.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
like there are ogres that help load ships on the docks.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
And
Okay.
stuff. So it's not like weird that gnolls would be in the city.
Although, do they? They're
So
obviously.
should we just say, "Hey, what's up?" Or do they
Well,
look like they're
since
attacking
they have
us?
weapons drawn and are
Yeah.
headed in your direction, generally that puts them on the less friendly side.
Right.
In the live chat, by the way, Madric's calling them Hynatars. Like a
Gotcha.
Minotaur, yeah.
And I need to pause for just a minute. I need to step away for just a second.
Okay. Should we take
Actually,
a quick bathroom
I gotta
break?
take a quick. Yeah, I gotta take.
I'm saying quick bathroom break.
Let's do that then.
All
Stay
right.
tuned, folks. Tune in next time on Monday Night D&D.
Yeah, we'll see you back in a minute, guys.
Okay. So, I'm gonna bring up the turn markers here.
All right. So I guess everybody's back except Nate, right?
I think so.
Seems that way.
All right. So real quick, while we're waiting for him, guys, if you happen to watch, if you were at so I was at Fan Expo Canada in Toronto the last few days, and Trip was in Dragon Con. So I just first I'll give a huge. I had an awesome. It was my first time at the Fan Expo, and I had a blast. So thank you to everyone who. A couple things. Number one, if you came to either of our two Super Geeked Up live shows, we had a blast. It was super fun, and for you who volunteered. If you swung by our booth and did some of these kooky interviews with us where we're asking you geeky questions, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Or all the awesome cosplayers who let us take pictures. And if you picked up a copy of Super Knocked Up comic. And also Geek Fest. I was moderating the Geek Fest panel. So if you came out to any of that, thank you guys. Really, I always have that's the best time like ever, just hanging out at cons and meeting, people who love the same kind of stuff I do. So thank you very much. Thank you, James Armstrong, and everybody at Fan Expo for running a really cool con. Trip, I think from some of the stuff you said, it sounds like you had a blast at Dragon Con.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you're tuning in and I saw you at Dragon Con, either at the film festival or on the alt history track, especially if I met you in person, it was wonderful to see you guys out there. Dragon Con is just one of the best events for fans, and anyway, I hope you get over your hangover really soon. I think everybody had a hangover Saturday and Sunday. And anyway, it was just a whole lot of fun with a lot of great people. So thanks for coming to the film festival and or any of the panels I was on.
You actually won a really awesome award, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was pretty amazing. The League of S.T.E.A.M web series that I produce and that I'm in, the film festival director felt that our film represented what Dragon Con is all about. And every year he does this where he chooses one film and he gives it a special award that only the film director chooses. Called the Spirit of Dragon Con Award. And he gave that to me and just to the Invitation to Armageddon, which is a steampunk musical. Anyway, to be honest, just because he thought that was the most awesome film for Dragon Con. And
That's amazing.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thanks so much. And then another really nice thing is then they had an official jury award ceremony, and the jury also gave our film best comedy short film of the film festival.
Nice.
So that was even a very nice thing too. So yeah, but all the films in the film festival were amazing, though. They really were.
Sweet. Yep. Cool. Awesome. All right. So thank you very much. If you met Trip at Dragon Con, you're tuning in, or if met me at Fan Expo, and also shout out to Bill Ostroff from Geek Film Fest. Who had me do the panels there. Thanks, man. And okay. So I guess we're ready to get going here again. So Sam, here's the thing: are these gray things? These are are these creatures?
Yes. So that's gnolls that are actually moving across the roof and have longbows.
Is that one right here?
Yeah.
Yes.
The color palette they chose is very dull, so it kind of blends in with the terrain, but
so
we can still kind of make them out.
I see 4 of them then.
There's
Let me see if I can.
Yes. There's 4 of them that we can see on screen.
This is something else.
That's right? The captain.
And what is this, something?
Yeah, that's another gnoll. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, they're all gnolls. Although obviously the red different. One looks a little bigger than the others.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I'm so my battle axe.
That'll make him stand out a little bit against the cobblestone.
Yeah. Hey, he's yellow now. That's cool.
Gotcha.
Oh, we all rolled pretty well on the initiative.
I'm so glad Battle Axe of Warning gives me advantage on initiative rolls.
Seriously. Yep.
Can you use that anytime?
It's Battle X just passively gives me advantage on initiative rolls whenever initiative needs to be rolled.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and as long as an ally is within 30 feet of me, they can never be surprised, even while we're asleep. Unless it is, what was it? A magically induced sleep.
Right.
Well, luckily, Finn and I cannot be magically induced. Oh, no, that's Pathfinder shit. Never mind.
Wait, no, actually, if I'm not mistaken, 5th edition elves can't be put
Yeah,
into...
5th edition elves don't sleep.
Okay.
So
No,
Yeah.
well, I have to, though. I'm a half-elf.
Ah, yeah.
Gotcha.
okay. Well then, I guess I better put this in order.
Thank you.
Be that way, Tulthus. Rob me of my one good initial roll.
I was not expecting that. I was so surprised. I've never crit on an initial roll before.
Keep in mind, they had a +2.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Tulthus.
Okay, so we're walking down the street, and all of a sudden, these guys just basically jump us, right?
Right, and you hear the one back here.
The captain.
You hear that guy, and he's like, "These are the ones we want."
Now, what language do they speak?
They have their own language, but they also speak common.
Okay, it's just obviously speaking to each other in Nolish, and we can't really get any of that gist. But they have the option to speak to us if they wish.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to go
And
ahead
we'll
and
just do the logical thing here.
oh nope. I see.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Run away! Run away!
Well,
Drop the barrel and run.
Yep.
Yeah, with my thankfully just fucking fast movement, 40 feet of movement, I'm going to dive past Kalyna, and see, that would be 10 feet.
Wait, does the horse take an attack of opportunity?
If I scared it, maybe, yeah.
It's a bitter old nag and bites at him.
Yes, and then I'll expend up to 25 feet of movement to get over to Big Red and the captain. So I will then burst into a rage with my bonus action to hopefully bring these guys down swiftly. I'm thinking I'm going to try and keep the captain alive long enough to get answers. So whenever I do bring him low, if I do, it will be with non-lethal damage.
Okay.
All right, so let's get swinging with the lovely Bishek longsword and
Oh yeah, that hits.
Ah, good. Ooh.
Okay, so you're hitting.
The red, actually,
Red.
the red null.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and then this second attack with the raging longsword. Oh.
No.
No. No. Now, I would have used reckless attacks, but because there's so many, I don't quite want to...
What? I mean,
come on, it's just a few hits.
right. I mean, come on. It's okay.
Oh, that will be it for me.
Okay. All right. So... All right, so this...
And they attack the person with the barrel.
right.
He's with him! Woo!
Oh, man, you're being surrounded.
Woo!
Oh, God. Oh, wait. Oh, no, the movie passed you. That's bad. Wait, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity?
No, they haven't left my engagement range yet.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Oh, no. Maybe he is going to attack the barrel. Don't do that.
Avenge the barrel man!
Both of them draw their longbows and aim at Kalyna.
Who? Both of who?
The two on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Those bastards. Finn's behind the barrels. He's smart.
Ooh. Shunk. I think one of those hit.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
really?
'Cause I have
Barely.
17 HP now.
Oh,
Kalyna
nice.
feels that arrow pass through her hair.
Woo!
The trim.
I need a little trim anyway.
Okay. So Red will start his attacks.
No, God, please. I didn't mean it. Oh.
Oh, oops. Ignore that last claw.
It's okay. Thankfully, that very first one. Oh, that bite. Oh, crunch.
Jeez.
Yeah, that one definitely bit me. He sunk his teeth deep into my composite skin.
Seriously.
Owie.
Okay. Actually, thinking about this. This knoll, the one right here.
Yep.
He's basically harrying Tulthus with a spear and giving advantage on the attacks to the one in red.
What a bastard.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because they fought Warforged before.
Oh,
Seems that
yeah.
way.
The captain yells something in Knoll at the brute, and he slashes again at Tulthus.
Damn.
Ooh, that is brutal. Stop that.
How many hit points do you have now, Tulthus?
47.
Okay, you still have 47 after all that?
Let's see.
Ooh. Oh, was the D6? Is that for? I can't think of it. It's the class archetype of the fighter. The special ability they get. The command dice. I can't think of the term. Yeah, something like that. Now, does he have advantage too?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Because with the aid another action, it's you're helping one person.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oof. I'm glad he didn't have advantage. Clearly, you didn't.
That
What?
Kalyna gets a spear to the gut.
What was it? Wait, is it the 23?
It's the 23. He doesn't have advantage.
So what did
So
I
it's
take?
just the 5 points.
Aha, but guess what? When I went to level 5, I now have Uncanny Dodge, which halves any damage against me as long as I can see the attacker.
Well, remember that takes your reaction to do it.
What is that? I don't understand though. What does that mean, the reaction?
Okay, so in each round, you have one reaction. Okay, different abilities will let you use a reaction. So let's say you use your reaction to half the damage.
Mm-hmm.
He could now move away, and you would not get to take an attack of opportunity against him because you've used your reaction.
Okay, but it doesn't affect me taking an action on my turn, right?
No.
Okay.
It's basically you have one reaction, which is something that can be done in someone else's turn.
Okay.
If certain things are triggered.
Sure. No, I'm going to do Uncanny Dodge.
Okay.
So does it round up or down damage? When you have
damage is rounded down.
So it's only 2 then?
Yeah.
This is my new favorite ability.
The other example would have been, had one of the archers hit you, and you have the damage there, you wouldn't be able to do it again if you got hit. Until your turn comes round again.
Okay.
So, Kalyna.
All right. So this little bastard who just attacked me. I am going to strike him with my +1 rapier. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Barely, but it hits.
Good damage.
That is good damage.
That really is.
Now I will, as a bonus action, disengage.
There we go.
And I can move through an allies square, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm just taking a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I have very few hit points, so.
Okay. I'm looking at the time, and I'm thinking maybe we'll pause here.
Okay.
Oh, you don't think we can take him out?
It may take a little while to get through the fight, but we have everything set up and ready to go, starting right into the fray.
Finn take his one turn, though?
So that's true. Go ahead, Finn. We'll finish the round.
All right. Well, I'll make it really easy, and this will give you extra time to put things out there. I'm just going to go ahead and create a whole bunch of chaos with my summon animals spell, conjure animals spell, and I'm going to go ahead and put a brown bear here and a brown bear here, so they're like together side by side. Nothing like a couple brown bears in the middle of the street.
Nice. By the way, in the chat,
yeah,
Anthony
but if you
wants
could put
magic
one
missile,
here and the other one.
which
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yet, but also Madrix says, "Someone please cast hideous laughter on the hyenas."
Oh yes.
Oh my God! Why are those bears so huge?
I love it.
They're not really that big, are they?
I think they are.
They take up 4 squares.
If they're considered large creatures, yeah.
Yeah, if they're considered large creatures.
Wow.
No, I mean, I don't want to terrify the horse, which clearly it is going to be terrified.
Large beast, yes, they are that big.
So actually, let me put one of them over here, like the closest one to the horse, because I actually want to still keep some coverage from the wagon. There, and then put the other one like here. If that makes sense.
Because that thing is gonna freak the horse.
Yeah, now the horse might go anyway, but you know, I just don't want the horse rearing up and. All right.
Hey,
that's nice.
Do we know what's in the barrels? We don't know what's in the barrels, do we?
Don't know what's in the barrels, and well, bears. And this guy is taken off.
Yeah.
This guy is too.
Wow. Yeah. What an awesome scene that's happening in the streets of Flamekeep.
Definitely.
I guess we're making a name for ourselves.
And this person is peeking around the corner because it's a kid.
Oh, and Kalyna will yell, "Get the hell out of here!"
All right.
That's where we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna wrap it up.
All right.
At least for tonight.
All right. So that's exciting though. Like, do we? The whole book thing has been our mission for quite a long time. So we finally completed like our first, I guess, major mission, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Like a main storyline quest has been accomplished. Hooray!
Yes, and we got a pile of gold at the end.
No, we got something, from I'm concerned, better than gold. We got an awesome, poignant message each from the Keeper of the Flame.
You know, that's true.
And Trip.
Yes.
Just picture for a moment that it flashes on the screen, achievement unlocked.
Yes. I got
There you go. There you go.
I'm totally
cool.
joking. No, the message was great.
No, that was, yeah. Thank you for working that in. That was really cool. And folks, he was working in like things from all of our backstories, which you can actually read again on supergeekedup.com, the D&D page, so you can actually get a little more insight into what those meant. All right, so yeah, so thank you again for watching. If you're watching live or you're watching in post, if you saw us at Fan Expo or Dragon Con, thank you so much. We do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and you can always chat. Actually, so YouTube has changed. Now Hangouts is kind of going out of existence, and it's all being done through YouTube Live now. So if you go to supergeeked.up, nope, that's not right. Sorry, youtube.com/supergeekedup/live. That is actually always the page now where the video will play and where you can actually chat live alongside the video when it plays. And I'll always keep embedding it on our homepage as well, of course. And you know, you can keep tweeting us at supergeekedup. And if you are a regular viewer of Super Geeked Up, which usually airs Wednesdays, there's also no show this week. It might just be taking a little bit of a hiatus, folks. So, but thank you very much for always watching. And we just had our 200th episode recently, so you can always watch that if you haven't yet. That was a super fun one. And but let me give some links out here for the other guys. So, Trip, where can people check out your stuff?
Oh, sure, that's fine. I mentioned it before, but if you look up League of S.T.E.A.M online, we have a YouTube channel. Just, you know, anyway, just look up the League of S.T.E.A.M, and it's fun steampunk monster hunter adventures.
Ooh,
and now it's award-winning. That was award-winning before. Yay!
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
All right, and Nate, basically find him at Uncle Muffles on most gaming and social media stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
I'm Uncle Muffles. You're welcome.
You were muffled there a little bit, weren't you?
Just a little. Just a little.
A little bit.
And Somnus, probably soon. Look, maybe for some. Well, they can go to Critia right now still,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, there's still stuff there, world history, things like that. But right now the chat is kind of on pause while we're trying to get software updated that won't keep crashing on people. So,
Gotcha.
you know, because it's frustrating for DMs and players alike. So.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much, Somnus, for the awesome game. And thank you guys for watching. And we'll be back next week. And then you're going to obviously see the conclusion of this epic battle here we got going on with the Knolls and Bears and,
Yes.
and us. Quite a scene.
All right.
There's a lot of fur flying.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So hope to see you next week, folks. And again, you can always go to supergeekedup.com. To see a whole bunch of other stuff and read a bunch of other cool stuff and see our character sheets and all that. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you next week. And happy adventure, everybody.
Bye.